Hello guys, I'm Roy Khan. I'm here with Jessica Carlson doing an interview for Under Fire.
So, hi, Roy. Welcome back. Welcome to Interview Under Fire, and welcome back to the Spotlight.
Thank you.
You've been on this tour now for a few weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, correct.
So, how are you feeling right now?
Great. We're back in Norway. Gonna do a sold out show in Oslo tonight, and yeah, it's just great being out again with these songs. That means so much to me, so
Yeah,
and to a lot of other
to
people.
all the
So
fans.
it
Yeah,
feels great.
yeah, that's good. I've been following the tour and tour posts on Instagram, and from what I've seen, the feedback has been very positive. Um, it feels a bit special as you have old time fans who perhaps were never able to see you live before, who haven't seen you perform in a long time, as well as completely new fans.
Yeah.
So going straight into the questions, I wanted to ask a little bit about your musical hiatus and your return.
Mhm.
So when you decided to return to music, what surprised you more about it? Was there anything new or unfamiliar to you?
Well, I mean, the whole industry has changed quite a bit, as far as technology goes, and like, the social media is a completely different world now compared to what it was when I quit.
Hmm.
But doing this is a little bit like being a circus horse. Like as soon as you get back in the ring, you're
It's easy to go
right.
back
Yeah,
into.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the first time I went on stage after all those years, was with Conception in 2018,
Yeah.
and that was a little bit weird. Like
Mm.
very first show was yeah, almost like a out of my body type experience.
Yeah.
But halfway through the set, it really felt like like back in the day,
Like
and
back.
it's been like
Yeah.
that. It's
It's like you're back where you left off a
yeah, in
little
a
bit.
way, yeah,
Yeah.
in a way, yeah, yeah.
That's great. All right. What sparked the return?
Well, I mean, there's like two returns,
Yeah.
sort of, since first I rejoined with the Conception guys, and
Mhm.
we actually started working on the records that we released in 18 and 21, 20,
Yeah.
in 2016.
Mm.
So that's when I started, like, really thinking about getting back into the
Yeah.
business.
Mhm.
And we've had some really good years with Conception, but both people out there and me myself also have been thinking about going out and do these songs from my era, Camelot, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
The songs mean a lot to me. They mean a lot to other people. There's a lot of people that discovered me after I quit the band
Mhm.
or never saw me live. So yeah, it's cool to see. Some people even bring their kids these days.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's like 17
It's
years ago
new
since I quit.
generations of
So yeah, yeah,
fans.
yeah.
So yeah.
So that's really cool.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. All right. You've been revisiting the classic Camelot songs, as we said, and performing them live. Have any of these songs become easier or more difficult to perform these days in comparison to before?
No, not
No?
really.
No.
No.
Okay.
Um, no. Um, of course, certain songs with like when you as you grow older, your voice, your range, you lose a little bit in the high end and
Yeah.
you gain some in the low end. So
Mhm.
some of the songs we've had to, like, take down a half step or a full step.
Right.
But that doesn't change the song really. For most people, that sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that is different. If I didn't do that, then a couple of them could have been difficult.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great that it feels good for you and you don't feel like it's changed much.
Yeah.
Um, so it's an incredible feeling to know that we're gonna get to experience one cold winter's night again with 20 years colder in November.
Hmm.
How did the idea come about revisiting this era of your career?
I mean, I went out celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Black Halo last year, right? And
Yeah,
still kind of doing that.
yeah,
And this year is One Cold Winter's Night's 20th
20th.
anniversary. So I just thought,
It's
and
natural.
it was recorded in Norway, so
Hmm.
it just felt very natural and convenient and
Yeah,
exciting to set this show up,
yeah.
here at the place where it took place back
But
then.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna be very exciting for so many of us. So
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
yeah. I understand that you're working on a solo project as well.
Hmm.
How has your creative process changed as a solo artist in comparison to working with a band?
Well, I mean, the way it's always been. Like when I worked with Thomas, we always went up in the mountains, or found some place where we isolated ourselves, and
Yeah.
just it's very important to be able to really focus, like that when you're doing songwriting.
Yeah.
And I kind of do the same thing with Tora, and I've done the same thing now with a guy called Caio Keian from Brazil, guitar player, and also Adrian Cowan from Seven Spires.
Yeah.
We've had some writing sessions. The thing is, I need somebody that can play the guitar,
Right.
and I have there are certain things that I'm pretty good at, and there are other things that I'm not that good at. I play the guitar and I play the piano, but I'm not really technically up to where it needs to be, to write these songs out the way they
Right.
should be. So and we also hooked up with Sasha Pitt,
Yes.
the Camelot producer.
Mm.
Yeah, we're all stoked about
Yeah.
this team and the new solo stuff
Yeah.
coming out.
That's great.
Planned to be out spring 27th.
Okay. Awesome. And what can we expect from the new album? Will you be returning to like the symphonic metal sound, or are you going to be experimenting with something different?
This album will be I would say it's gonna. I mean, it's inevitable that it'll be somewhat a mix of Conception and Camelot, since
Mm.
I'm part of the uh, songwriting and do all the lyrics and the vocals, of course.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'm trying to capture, the sound that Camelot had while I was in the band. I mean, that's the idea.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not super conscious about, how I do stuff.
Mm.
A
Okay.
good song is a good song, but at the back of my head, that's what I want to do. But
You're
that's
keeping
also
it in mind at
that
least.
that
Yeah.
also comes kind of natural
Yeah.
to me.
Okay, so obviously there's a lot of nostalgia involved within your fan base thanks to your time in Camelot.
Mhm.
When writing new music, I guess it's similar to what you said, but you're mindful or concerned maybe about what longtime fans might expect, or do you approach new material completely from scratch?
Um, what do you mean from scratch? Like,
Yeah, I guess you're writing music with the stuff that you did in Camelot like in mind, and keeping that for the sake of keeping like the
all
new
right.
fans satisfied.
Yes and no. Like I said, I really want to capture that sound
Yeah,
that Camelot had while I was in the band.
yeah,
And that comes kind of natural to me. But um, there are so many ways of writing a song.
yeah.
But I normally I just sit down either with the piano,
Mm,
or I sit with the guitar, or I sit down with the guitar player,
yeah,
and we just jam out and
yeah,
try to catch the gold,
mm,
within the jam, and then
yeah.
we develop those little ideas into full songs.
Great. What has it been like to work with Sasha and Miro again after all these years?
Great. I mean,
Mm,
those guys are super cool, and we met them in Wolfsburg like 2 weeks ago,
mm.
and that was really cool. First time I saw Miro in 18 years or something.
Oh wow,
That was really
it's a
cool.
long
We
time.
met up in the little cafe where we always had dinner, and it
Mm.
was super nice.
It seems like all of this has been really nostalgic for you, just
Oh
in
yeah,
general.
yeah, 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 totally.
Yeah. So many fans, including myself, have expressed just how much emotion you carry in your voice when you perform. Is that something that you apply to your performance consciously, or does it happen without thinking?
When I open my mouth to sing, it just
Just-
comes naturally. I mean, some like the way I move on stage is really at least partially unconscious. It's like
Yeah.
I just go with the flow. The best thing about doing music for me, the best moments are when you just totally lose yourself and just don't think at all.
Yeah.
If I start thinking, then I might very well like mess up the lyrics, which I do, occasionally.
Yeah.
If I see somebody that I know in the crowd, or and then it sparks some thought off, or if I remember something, or if
Yeah.
I start thinking about what's the next song, that's never good. So I really want to just be one with the music and the audience and the atmo, and
Yeah.
and then yeah, that's
That's great.
pure happiness to me.
Yeah. Are you able to go back and listen to and enjoy your own music, or is that hard to do? Do you feel like self-critical about your performances?
Well, I mean, there's always things that could have been better, but
Mm,
I'm very proud of pretty much, all the albums that I've done,
mm,
and they were the best we could achieve at the time, with the resources that we had
yeah,
when it was done. So you can't really expect more of yourself. So
yeah,
it's no, I think it's really cool. I love these songs. So
great. Okay. So going forward, beyond what you are currently working on, do you have a structured vision for what's next, whether solo, conception, collaborations,
Mhm.
or are you more inclined to take things as they come?
Well, I'm quite busy this year with I mean this tour now. Then we have a South America tour in the autumn. Then we have some conception acoustic shows.
Mhm.
I also have this show in the one called Winter's Night Show in
Yeah.
November.
Hmm.
Uh, and we have two album productions going parallelly. So I'm going to be very busy. Like as soon as this thing is done now,
Yeah.
I'm going to get straight back to the studio and work on new material.
Okay.
And like I said, we're working on these two albums parallelly. So my album is hopefully going to come out in the spring, and Conception hopefully sometime in the autumn. We don't know yet. Don't
Okay.
know yet, but that's the rough plan.
Yeah, that's something fans are going to be excited about, though.
Yeah, yeah. And I do some guest appearances now and then,
Okay.
but I don't really have that much time to do
Yeah.
stuff aside of my own stuff.
Yeah. Um, okay, so I guess this goes back to what you said before, but just are there any parts of your past work, particular songs or part of a song that you would approach differently today?
Oh, I haven't given that much
No.
thought, but there are. I mean,
Yeah.
I know a couple of songs come to mind,
Yeah.
but I don't think those are. I don't think it would have changed the people's perception of the song. It's
Yeah.
just like a little
Little things.
thing that's itching me,
Yeah.
still after all these years.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, on the other hand, is there a song or part of a song that you're especially proud of that you think like you listen to it and you're like,
I'm,
yes, I
I'm
love that.
like the Black Halo is an album that stands out to me
Yeah.
as maybe the album that I don't know why, but it just captured something both lyrically, musically. Everybody was like, at the top of their game
Mm,
from, in each part of the production chain.
mm,
And I don't know why. It's we didn't know it at the time. We were super happy, but
yeah,
it seems to live its own life. After it's still selling well after all these years.
yeah.
And yep.
It's good. Um, so if you had to write or perform music within a genre that you've never done before, what genre would you pick?
Pop music, rock
Pop music.
music, jazz,
Mm,
musicals, even
that's
country. I
interesting.
mean,
Anything.
like I said, a good song is a good song, and
Yeah.
there are very good songs and good musicians in all genres.
Mm,
But maybe I actually have songs that are like pure pop,
mm,
and I also have another project which is more like jazzy, not really jazz, but it's
yeah.
it's got like jazzy chords and weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
That I'm thinking about doing something about. But
Mm,
of course, it's not easy as a metal singer my age and to to like go out and do a pop album. It'd be a complete side thing,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And yeah, oh, we'll see what happens with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So going back to your roots, do you remember how you discovered your own singing talent, and at what point did you realize that you could turn it into a career?
Um, well, I mean, I heard Aha take on me on TV in
Mm,
'85,
okay.
and I was just totally blown away by those high shining vocals.
Mm,
And when I was trying to sing those songs, I figured, oh, I can hit that high
mm,
note.
yeah.
It's like, oh, that's pretty cool because everybody was talking about this scale going,
Yeah.
from all the way up there.
Hmm.
And then I really got into like standing in front of the mirror with my hairbrush and tennis racket and rock out.
Yeah.
Uh, and back then I was like I only listened to pop.
Mm,
But when I was 15, 16, then I started getting into metal with it was actually Michael Jackson's "Beat It." That's sort of
Oh,
like the
okay.
guitar
Yeah.
of Steve Lukather and Eddie Van Halen. That sort of like there was something there that I really dig.
Mm,
And then I heard TNT, the Norwegian metal band, and
mm.
got into Maiden, and yeah,
So all the
nothing.
classics, like
Yeah,
the
a lot of classics.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
What was the question?
Oh, no, I just said it just said like what point did you realize you could turn
Okay,
it
okay.
into like a
Okay,
career?
all right. I was singing in the shower once at high school, senior
Mm,
high, and there was a guy that heard me sing, and his brother had a band, or cousin had a
mm,
band, and they were looking for a singer, and they said, "Hey, dude, you sing great. Like, don't you want to like
yeah.
try out for these guys?" Then I did that. That was a punk band.
Okay.
Didn't really. I mean, it was they were pretty cool, but it wasn't really my style.
Yeah.
And then I joined the top 40 band after that,
Mm,
which was a good, education as far as being on stage, performing,
yeah.
like communicating with an audience. Um, but I don't know. I mean, as soon as I was very serious about my art, let's say, as soon as I got into conception, they were very serious.
Mm,
And so was I. And I guess we sort of believed that this would, take off any minute,
yeah.
like from the start, which it did and didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, at some point around my early 20s, I figured this is something that could be a living.
A
Yeah.
living, yeah. It's interesting. If you could go back in time and give your younger self advice, whether it be related to music or just in general, what would that advice be?
Hmm. Maybe like chill out, be a little bit more, lower your shoulders.
Mm,
It's only rock and roll. At some points of my career, I've been taking myself way too serious. I feel like a little bit like, um, I think it's very important to try to have fun doing this.
yeah.
As soon as it's not fun, then there's not much point in doing it, except for
Yeah.
the money, which is not really a driver for me.
Yeah.
Uh, so no, like have more fun. Be yeah. Don't take yourself so
Just
serious.
yourself. Do you feel like that was one of the reasons why you decided to just step away, or
No, no, no.
no?
No, not really. I mean, that had to do with me really being sick. Like, I
Yeah, yeah,
was mentally completely off.
yeah.
I had 6 weeks where I didn't sleep, and I mean, barely slept for 6 weeks. And I was so paranoid and
It was like a burnout.
effed up, I mean, yeah, burnout. Uh, I had a family, and this Camelot was taking a lot of my time
Yeah.
and focus because even when I was home, I wasn't really home, right?
Yeah.
So, and yeah, a lot of drinking and bad stuff, kinds of bad stuff you can imagine,
Yeah.
like doing this. So those two different characters completely, tore me apart.
Yeah.
And I just had to quit. I was physically sick just by the thought of going to the airport. So um, I knew already in the autumn of 2010 that I wasn't going to do this anymore. At least not for some time.
Yeah. At least we're really glad that you're back.
Me too.
And lastly, could you name maybe 3 songs or 3 artists that you've been listening to a lot lately?
Lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leprous is a Norwegian band that I love.
Yeah.
I often come back to those guys.
Mm.
One of my favorites is Alleviate.
Mm.
Then there's this African pop artist called Papa Wemba that
Okay.
nobody heard about. Actually, the Seven
Wait.
Spires guys they listen to Papa Wemba
Oh, okay.
like on the tour bus and stuff,
Mm.
which is so awkward because it's such an obscure artist. Nobody knows about him, but he has a song called Chacun en Soi,
Okay.
I think, which I really like. There's a band called Mayfire, also Norwegian, that I like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been listening to them quite a bit lately. You check them out. There's a
I will. Yeah. I'll check out all the ones that you,
yeah,
you
cool,
mentioned.
cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
My
Thank you for being
pleasure.
here.
I've been listening to um, lately. Hmm, I mean, I don't know. Maybe um, but no, it's gonna take a long time.
That's fine. We can cut it out.